Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important to Americans this year. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, they changed the script. Interesting. Hmm. Interesting. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. Is Mesquite available, or is Diane available? Sorry. Undecided. Okay. Interesting. So they cut down the script, and we're going straight to asking if they support Andrew Yang. Okay. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. Is Griselda available? Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer, and I'm calling to find out what's important to Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. Would you be, do you have maybe like 2 or 3 minutes and I can get some of your opinions? Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. She didn't want to talk about it. Um, Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. Is Consuelo available? Mm, mm. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. Is Carl available? The Andrew Yang presidential campaign. Have you heard of him? Okay, no, that's fine. Thank you. Bye bye. Hmm. Let's see. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important to Americans this year in terms of the presidential election coming up. I was wondering if Herman or somebody in the household is willing to speak with me for maybe just 2 or 3 minutes. Yeah, well, we could, it won't take that long. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your time. I'm a volunteer with Andrew Yang's presidential campaign, and I was just wondering if you've heard of Andrew Yang. Awesome, great. Hmm. And what was your first impression based on what you saw? Yeah, yeah, the debates are, a terrible format. Andrew Yang. Oh, yeah. Did you see the second one? Okay. Yeah, I remember Andrew Yang, his closing statement. Yeah. Yeah, he did mention that the debates are not an actual good format to get to know the candidates. he likened it to a reality show, and he mentions that that's the reason we elected a reality TV star. Um, yeah. So, just based on what you currently know, would you say you are, in support of Andrew Yang? Is a possibility to support Andrew Yang, or are you undecided? Okay, great. And are you already familiar with his platform of Freedom Dividend, wanting to give every American $1,000 a month and make every American a stakeholder and owner of the economy, which is more and more getting automated by technology and robotics? Okay, yeah, and yeah, that is a big question because it does sound like a big promise, right? Yeah, right. Well, I'm wondering, would it help? Would it help in your decision making as you consider all these candidates? Would it help if I send you some email information about him? Okay. Yeah. One moment. Let me jot down your email. Yeah. Decide. Well, that is a very valid issue too, in itself. So getting rid of Trump, right? Okay. And I think that I've been making these calls, and that is top of a lot of people's minds. Um, hmm. Yeah. Okay. Are you do you like Medicare for all? Okay, so yeah, our mhm, right. Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, so before I let you go, I just wanted to mention a couple of things based on what's important to you. In terms of defeating Trump, there's only two candidates in the Democratic field right now that's been shown to they're winning over former Trump supporters in double-digit percentages, and one of them is Andrew Yang. Um, and this actually hits kind of personal to me because my parents voted for Trump, and that's caused a little bit of a rift in the family. But this year they come over to Andrew Yang, and all I had to do was show them a video, a long form interview of Andrew Yang talking to Joe Rogan. And this was a video that I found on YouTube a while back that turned me on to Andrew Yang. Um, do you ever watch YouTube or any videos on the internet? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, right now he's not getting a lot of mainstream media coverage. There's, you know, the mainstream media coverage. They lean towards Biden, Kamala, and a lot of the more mainstream and established candidates. But Andrew Yang, he's an entrepreneur. He's kind of a political outsider. He terms himself, or people have called him the politician that's not a politician, or the politician for people who don't like politicians. And yeah, so in terms of beating Trump, I think it's Yang has a really good chance if he does make the primary, because he's already pulled. So the poll came from they asked 2016 Trump voters who they would support, and 10% of them said they would support Andrew Yang already. And Andrew Yang is just getting started in terms of name recognition. And to your other concerns, he's also he's for Medicare for all, but a little different than other candidates. He doesn't want to do away immediately with private healthcare, so he wants to give people the option for private healthcare if they have that and they like it. And his whole thing about Medicare for all is that he notes that it's going to take healthcare off of the backs of small businesses. Like large companies, when they want to compete by offering healthcare, they can still do that. But small businesses a lot of times can't afford that, and having to provide healthcare in the current system actually makes it a lot harder to be an entrepreneur. And entrepreneurship is really what drives the job market. So that's some of what Andrew Yang is proposing. In addition to the freedom dividend, which is to address the oncoming automation wave. You know, we've already automated away 4 million manufacturing jobs. And Andrew Yang points out that it's those states that lost the most manufacturing jobs are exactly the states that went to Trump in 2016. So it's, yeah. Okay. Well, do you have any other questions I may answer? Yeah. But thanks for your time. And yeah. Okay. Have a good day. Bye bye. All right. That was nice. Ah, Amanda. Hello. Oh, mm, hi. Whoops. Answering machine. Let's see. I had what, like 4 or 5 dials, talked to, had one significant conversation so far. Um, the woman is undecided, but is most interested in defeating Trump. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. I was wondering if Barbara is available. Okay. Quick hang up. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important to Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. I was wondering if Robert's available. Nope. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. Is Jimmy available? Jimmy is not available. Hi. Hi. Hi, my name is Levin. I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. And I was wondering if Sharon's available. Hi, my name is Levin. I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important to Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. I was wondering if Mildred's available. Okay. Would you be willing to speak and provide some information about who you might be supporting? Okay. Well, thank you for your time. All right. I hope you have a great day. Hi, my name is Levin. I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. And I was wondering if you or somebody in the household would like to speak to some of your opinions around the election. Hi, my name is Levin. I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year in terms of the election coming up. I was wondering if you or somebody in the household would like to. Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay, great. All right. Thank you for your input. Would it be okay if I ask you what is. Okay. Okay, the guy just said, like, get rid of Trump. So what do I pick here? Uh, let's say undecided. Uh, well, I don't know. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important to Americans this year for the election coming up. I was wondering if you or somebody in the household would like to speak to what you guys think about the election for just a couple minutes. Okay. Okay. Well, that's all right. Okay. Well, what about yourself? Do you have a candidate that you plan on supporting? Okay. Are you busy? If I'm interrupting, I should probably let you go if you need to babysit. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your time and have a good one. Bye. Bye bye. I should probably mention I was at least like get the name out. Uh, Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. I was wondering if you or another member of the family would like to speak to what's important to you for the election. Hello? Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important to Americans this year for the election coming up. I was wondering if you or another member of the household would like to share some opinions for a couple minutes. Okay. Uh, uh, hmm. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important. Hi. Uh, Hi, my name is Levin. I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important to Americans this year for the election coming up. Uh, is Georgia available? Hi. Sounded like the answering machine. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer calling to find out what's important for Americans this year for the election coming up. I was wondering if Michael's available. Hmm. Hi, my name is Levin, and I'm a volunteer with the Andrew Yang presidential campaign. I was wondering if Justine's available. Oh, the Andrew Yang presidential campaign? I'm a volunteer. Yeah, hello? Can you hear me? Andrew Yang presidential campaign. And I'm just calling to get to find out what's important to American households regarding the election coming up. Would you be willing to talk for just a few minutes? So, oh, no, no. We're just gathering some information about what's important to people. And so I'm volunteering for Andrew Yang's presidential campaign, and I'm just wondering if you've heard of him. Okay. So you haven't heard of Andrew Yang yet? Oh, great. Oh, really? Okay. Well, he's running as a Democrat, and he was on the presidential debates a couple weeks ago, the second Democratic debates, and a lot of people are saying he won that debate. Did you miss that? Okay. I see. Okay. Well, let me just tell you just a quick. His name is Andrew Yang. Yang is his last name. His name is Andrew Yang. Okay. Yeah. Well, let me just tell you something quick about him. Um, so he's not a career politician. He's a problem solver, and he understands the economy. And he mentions that we automated away 4 million manufacturing jobs in our economy about 10 years ago. And those states that lost the most jobs are the states that went to Donald Trump. And he's really laser focused on um, making the economy work for the average American worker. Um, and his flagship proposal is what he's calling a freedom dividend. And with the freedom dividend, he's looking to make every American citizen a shareholder and owner of our economy. And our economy is getting more and more automated by software, technology, self-driving cars. Yeah, and like a lot of other politicians, they're not aware of this problem that's coming up. So Andrew Yang's flagship proposal will provide every American citizen with $1,000 a month, and he's calling it the freedom dividend. And the whole idea is to make this because right now all the automation and all the technology is benefiting the big companies, and these big companies are making a lot of money, but they're not paying any taxes, right? And yeah, like Amazon, for example, makes tens of billions of dollars in commerce every year, and they paid zero in income taxes. And a lot of the larger companies are doing the same thing. And you know, Andrew Yang, he understands technology, and he's a businessman. He's an entrepreneur himself, so he doesn't see technology as a bad thing if we can distribute the production that we get from technology and allow Americans to have an income floor so that they never, even if they do lose their jobs, they have enough to eat, they have enough to at least survive. Yeah, for sure. It's getting really bad. Mhm. Right. Yeah. So, like, what are we going to do with all he mentions that in the next 10 or 15 years, retail workers are going to get automated because you may have already noticed, like, in the grocery stores, you have self checkout. Um, if you go to McDonald's, right now you can order on a computer screen instead of talking to a person. So all those jobs are going to go away. And then if you ever use like taxi driving or ride the bus or ride taxis, or even truckers are going to lose their jobs because self-driving cars and trucks are going to come into online. Um, right. So yeah, so Andrew Yang points out that our country is actually there's a version of basic income happening in Alaska right now, So every Alaskan gets about $1,000 a year, and they call it the petroleum dividend, and they fund it with oil money. Now, Andrew Yang is saying that all of America needs something like it, and technology is the oil of the 20th century. So technology is creating all this wealth, all this value, all this production, and right now it's just getting funneled up to the top. Um, so the freedom dividend will be a way to redistribute that and create economic security for every citizen. And mhm. So yeah, I'm glad I can provide you this information. Um, yeah, it's changing fast. Yeah, and there's no other politician talking about. Well, they're starting to talk about it now because Andrew Yang's been bringing it up. He brought it up in the second debate, and most other. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, that's a good idea to write his name down. Yeah, Andrew Yang. Yang. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Great. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, he's running for president, and he's gaining a lot of momentum. He keeps rising in the polls. So slowly but surely, well, not so slowly anymore. People are starting to know about him, and almost every person that I talk to that at least hears what he has to say, even if they already have a candidate they're supporting, they're like, oh wow, well that's an interesting point that he's making. So he's already changing the conversation, and we really need to get ahead of this technological. What experts are calling this automation wave, the fourth industrial revolution, and so few politicians are up to speed about it, and it's something we really have to get ahead as a society. So, would it help if I send you some emails, something that we have to get ahead of this economic shift that's coming up? Yeah. So, it is scary, but on the other hand, it could also be really good. I don't want to scare you either, because the thing is, with all these automation technology, as a species, as the human species, we could do so much more with less and less energy, with less and less work. We can produce so much more. So, as long as we have the systems in place that everything we produce gets distributed and everybody benefits instead of just a few up top, things can actually get good. Technology and being able to produce a lot of value, as long as the value is enjoyed by everybody, it'll just improve our lives. Hmm. 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 Yeah. Yeah, we're we are heading into the unknown. Yeah, and that's why we need somebody who's up to speed with technology, up to speed with entrepreneurship, somebody that can lead the nation in developing the systems we need for the new economy. So, is it? Hmm. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, drivers are going to be displaced pretty soon, and so yes, so this proposal would give every adult $1,000 a month, even if they lose their jobs, even if they're a stay-at-home mom, even if they're disabled. So this will provide them an income source so that they can eat, they can have shelter, so they don't have to struggle for survival. And when people are their basic needs are taken care of, then they can branch out and say, okay, maybe I want to volunteer for my community. Maybe I want to pursue art and music and literature or something uniquely human. Like as you see, as you mentioned, work is more and more taken care of by machines and robots and software. So yeah, I mean, you're very, most people I talk to, um, they don't see it as clearly as you have. I mean, a lot of people that I talk to aren't as aware of automation as you are. So I feel like I can talk to you about like, yeah, mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Yeah, right, right, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna have to, our the value systems in our society are gonna shift. A lot of times, if people don't have to do certain work, but as long as they're getting, their freedom dividend and they can take care of themselves. Um, for example, the nice garbage men that come by that you can connect with, if they don't have to do their jobs, but they're still being taken care of, maybe everybody will meet in a community center. People will hang out at the park more and just connect with each other more. Um, so those are a lot less what? Yeah, right, exactly. People turn to crime when they're struggling to survive. And yeah, that's one of the big positive side effects of the freedom dividend that Andrew Yang talks about. That it's going to reduce crime, it's going to reduce incarcerations. It's actually going to increase the nation's mental health and reduce stress. And so it's going to have so many different benefits. And Andrew Yang's the only person in the field. Well, I think he's probably the only person still running that is proposing the universal basic income of $1,000 a month. So yeah, look out for him. Awesome. Can I send you some? Yeah, where can you? I can send you some email information if you like. Would that help you? Okay, you don't have email? Okay. Okay, great. Do you have access to the internet? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Here's what. Okay, Android. Yeah. Mm. If I could, I would send you an iPhone so that you can get more plugged in with everybody. But I think I'll make a couple of suggestions that you can do. Um, so you have grandchildren, and I'm sure they're very really up to speed. So what you could do is tell them about Andrew Yang and tell them they probably already know about him. Um, so and okay, ask them. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. So what I suggest is that encourage your grandkids to look up Andrew Yang and encourage them to vote. Because Andrew Yang's gonna be we're gonna do the Democratic primaries in I think it's February of 2020, so in about 6 months or so. Um, mhm. Yeah, Democratic primary. So what we need to do is, yeah, he's born in New York to Taiwanese parents. So his parents are Taiwanese immigrants. And if you know Taiwan, they're kind of like Hong Kong. Um, yeah. Hmm. 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 Right. Yeah. So Andrew is Asian. His ethnicity is Asian, and he was born in upstate New York, which actually makes him really recognizable. If you do catch the third debates, the next Democratic debate is next Thursday, and it's I think yeah, yeah, great. Today's the 6th. Today's Friday the 6th, and the debate is happening Thursday, September 12th. And it's 8 p.m. Eastern, so that'll be I think it's 5 o'clock Pacific time. Yeah, and it's going to be on ABC. ABC. I don't know what channel that is, but it's ABC network. Okay. Yeah, it should be on cable TV. Hmm. 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 I see. Yeah, I'm so glad I reached you. So I'm a volunteer, and I never been interested in politics ever before, until I heard about Andrew Yang, and I'm like, we need to get this guy in office because we need him. Okay, nice. Well, great. That's right. Right. hmm My name is Levin. 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 Yeah, it's like Kevin but with the L. Levin. Yeah. Am I what? Oh, Levitz. Leven. My name is Leven. Levin. Yeah. Leven with a, like N as in Nancy at the end. Leven. N as in Nancy. That's my name. That's right. There you go. And you're Justine, right? All right. All right, Justine. It's a pleasure speaking with you. That's my first name. Hmm. Yeah, it's pretty unique, right? Hmm. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Um, mhm. Yeah. Um, before I go, yeah. Yeah. Before I go, write one more thing down because I think this will help your grandchildren get to know Andrew Yang really quickly. Tell them to Google to search for Andrew Yang on Joe Rogan. Andrew Yang on Joe Rogan, and Rogan is spelled Rogan. So Joe Rogan is a interview host, and he did a long form interview with Andrew Yang, and that's the first time I saw Andrew Yang speak, and that's also the day that I decided I was going to volunteer for his campaign. Hmm. 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 Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Well, maybe that was him. And when you watch him next week on the debate, you'll know. All right. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Thank you, and have a good day. Bye. Mm, all right. All right. I'm gonna take a break. It is Friday evening. Wow. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. So I've just been Yeah, anytime I get on this, I just put my streaming on, and it feels pretty good that like a few people at least pop in here and there. I get to interact with you guys. Um, Enjoy your Friday evenings, and see you next time.